Oh, Ego, I don't believe you. How do you know those pictures were from recently? Why would Ryan Garcia be drinking? Ego, you're lying. Ego that, ego this. Ryan Garcia is tricking you all. He's not drinking. It's mind games.
Okay.
Go follow Ice Champ, the Ice Champ.
The Ice Champs, we're currently at 1.2 million likes.
There you go, follow within 5 minutes challenge.
Like 40 seconds.
Nice. 40 seconds, get it in.
What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. I love my job. I swear that I do. Now, that was Ryan Garcia in a video that was just posted in the last 23 hours. Ryan Garcia again appears to be drinking. You guys on the comments, you guys see it on the screen. On my last video, y'all were leaving comments like this. I don't think it's alcohol. It might have been Coca-Cola. He's trolling y'all. He's Jedi mind tricks, skullduggery. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. Nobody knows when the pics of him drinking were taken. Those pics could have been from 8 months ago. And even if they were last night, doesn't mean that's a recipe for a lost. You can't even spell the word right. Do people really think in the history of boxing fighters never drank, smoked, blah, blah, blah? He is baiting y'all for real. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. He ain't drinking like that. Well, the people who said he wasn't drinking like that, this is an awful lot, and this is a new video. Whatever that is, some people are going to be like, oh, it's just Coke. Okay. You see some fizz. This is just Coke, not mixed with anything, you know, but whatever. It's not like whiskey or Coke. What is this? This clear, like clear thing. Then back to the dark, like clear, dark. And look, it don't look like there's much fizz in that. You know what I mean? Like, see, the earlier one, this could pass for like Coca-Cola because it has some fizz to it. You know, maybe a mixed drink. But what is that? What is that? I love my job. Bro, that looks, if that's a soda, that looks completely flat to the point where why would you even want to drink it? Because I don't see no carbonation in that mug. Look. And it's a lot of like cups. And look, do you see carbonation in that? So right there, man, I don't know what. Look, and look, like how many drinks does he have, bro? The clear, brown. And then like the other thing is, look at his eyes. You know when somebody's drinking and they have that glazed over look? Like their eyes look glazed? Look. Mbada, boom boom bedo, nana, don't dedo, ida, don't boom bedo, eyes talk, eyes talk, eyes talk. Don't dedo, don't dedo. And y'all said the man Ryan wasn't drinking before the Haney fight. Look at his eyes. I mean, if this is regular Coca-Cola, this must be the Mexican Coke. You know, the Mexican bottles that you get from the taqueria, because those got they're a little stronger than the Americanized stuff. But the Mexican bottles of Coke, because his eyes truly look glazed over. But then when I made the video, look, you see that? Hey, son, you see that brick house over there? Like this is, he just drinking soda, but his eyes look low, like something else is going on. Then you see him in this slideshow I made There's drinks there. And like the other thing that's kind of weird about this whole situation, at least to Boxing Ego, is when I made the video, do y'all think I just get on here? I get paid to talk boxing. It's always business. It's never nothing personal. I get paid to talk boxing. I don't get on here for 10 plus years and just bump my gums and say blase blah, and I don't mean it. I don't know who y'all listen to on YouTube or online, but that's not me. It's not a bunch of like clickbait titles and schemes to get you to click. I'm telling you my honest opinion. It truly appears that Ryan Garcia is drinking. And the weird thing is, it seems very realistic. Again, a lot of you guys in my last video, y'all just got it. Y'all understood it. You agree with it. For those fans who trust Boxing Ego is feeding them credible, reliable information, I applaud you. But for the others, the very small few that are saying that I was lying and Ryan's not drinking, and why would he be drinking? And this is some form of skullduggery, and it's some type of Jedi mind trick. First of all, that's stupid, because Devin Haney's not doing any of this. Devin Haney is a Muslim. He's not posting videos of him smoking and drinking to try to get his opponent, Ryan Garcia, to let his guards down. Second, Devin Haney and his team are not stupid. So they told you several times that they don't care what Ryan got going on. They're going to focus on their camp and being ready and being available and being the best versions of Team Haney that they could possibly be come April 20th. So my thing is this. Some people are saying, oh, this is just skullduggery. He's not really that dumb. He's not really trolling. He's not really drinking, right? Mind you, Ryan Garcia went to the Fanmio event for Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal on, it was Friday, right? You can follow it on his story. Got on a PJ, flew from probably Texas to Vegas. Reason being, he's friends with Nate Diaz, and also his brother is fighting on that card against Fernando Vargas' son, right? So it should be a good fight. So he was in support of family and friends, right? Vegas, and then this vlog comes out. Vegas is like a prime, they call it Sin City. Why do y'all think they call it Sin City? You know what I mean? So we know what people do. A lot of people gamble. Some people indulge in drinks and drugs and whatever else. So you have to have a lot of discipline and, you know, a certain upbringing or whatever to stay away from that, because it's readily available. They even have bunny ranches. So whatever your vice is, Vegas got it. Whether it's weed, women, liquor, gambling, drugs, you know, food. You know, if you have a food obsession and, you know, you're morbidly obese, they got great food out in Vegas, you know, and you'll get yourself in trouble. They got buffets and stuff like that. So if you don't have no discipline, you don't have no restraint, Vegas might not be the spot for you. We know these things. So when I say these things, the big three, it's just big me. Bum. Like, what are we talking about? Why is it hard for you to believe? Why would Boxing Ego, someone who doesn't do drugs, someone who doesn't even really drink anymore, I haven't drank in several years, sober-minded, getting on here each and every time, sleeping, trying my best to take care of myself, I'm the one that you don't believe? But then Ryan Garcia, remember when he wrote that pact, Ryan Garcia said something to the effect of like the pact he was reciting what he was signing to in that hotel room where he looked all disheveled and whatnot. Ryan Garcia literally said on there, oh, you got to pray and do Bible study X amount of times per week. And he had all his rules. Part of his rules stipulated that he was able to drink a couple of times per week, drink at least wine, right? Now this video comes out. is he breaking his own rules? Because to me, it looks like you're mixing or drinking some type of alcohol. Like there's a lot of cups and, you know, pouring back and tilting your head back, a lot of different liquids for that. And then again, we don't know what's in the cup. I know people are going to play this game with me and say, oh, you don't know, he's tricking y'all, it's in the cup. Why are his eyes looking low if there's nothing in the cup that is a downer or a stimulant, you know, like an alcohol? Like I've drinking soda and it doesn't make my eyes look glossy, right? And like, it's crazy. I'm not a cop, I'm not 12, but it's crazy that you guys choose to play these games, play silly games with me, as if a sober cop who pulls over a person can't use probable cause because they smell weed in the whip in a state where weed might not be illegal or might not be legal, or the person is driving the whip and they look at them, they hear the tone of their speech and the slurring of their speech, or the eyes look glazed over and glossy. The cop who's been on the beat usually has the wherewithal to be like, step out the car, because to me, it appears, and perception is reality, it appears that you're intoxicated or under the influence of something, right? We know how this is worked. So whatever Ryan is doing, to me, he's effectively unsold the fight. I don't care. I'll watch the fight, of course. This is my job, but it's just so many shenanigans. I'm not making a fight prediction. I'm not invested in the fight. I'm simply watching it because this is my job and I owe it to the fans of Boxing Ego to, you know, give you guys coverage on these events, especially the bigger ones. I understand why ticket prices have slowed down or never got started, between them being too expensive, which is what I said in the beginning, and Ryan acting a fool. Some ways good, some ways maybe enhances the fight, or it's comical even. Like, I don't have a problem with him jogging, working out, and freestyling and that kind of thing, and dissing Devin Haney or Bill Haney. That's, to me, that's entertainment. But what I don't prefer to see as a boxing head is a person who appears that they are drinking in camp a week before a fight, right? And you guys can make up whatever excuses you want, but look at his face. Like, this don't look like sobriety to me. And this is a person, look, like he's just looking and throwing back drinks. And it's like, the thing that's shocking about these new, I guess you could say, celebrities and streamers is they don't know when to have no cameras on. You feel me? Like, they don't know when to stop the camera stuff. Like, for me, even if, like, let's say I was the professional athlete, I was the boxer, in my section, there ain't no cameras. You know what I mean? Because I don't want people to be able to use anything against me. Like, you know, it's like Sun Tzu, the art of war. Why would you want your opponent to be able to see this same stuff? It's on YouTube, it's on Instagram. You know, I made a video about it, so you know other people gonna copy and make the video about it because I'm Boxing Ego, right? And it's just a bad look. Like, even recently, David Benavidez was interviewed by DAZN. For whatever reason that was set up, David Benavidez clearly intoxicated. Next day, he apologized. I told you, these young cats, I don't think they think about that. They living the life, they making money and stuff like that. And for me, I try to do it right the first time. You ain't never seen or heard me apologize. I don't apologize for anything because I didn't do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get, especially if I was at their level of, you know, stardom, like David Benavidez, he pull up to a fight, then people are going to want to interview him or a picture with him. And then people seeing you sloppy, drunk, or intoxicated, it's just not necessarily a great look for the brand. So I would definitely have people around me in the team like, oh, he's not doing pictures today. Or when DAZN said, hey, can we interview you? But like, nah, because I don't want my fighter to make a fool of themselves and be slurring, and everybody on boxing Twitter on X is talking about it. Same thing with Ryan Garcia. He's doing live streams and vlogs and this and that, and he has a fight next week. Again, for me, it's not about policing people. If you choose to box and drink, that's your business. But I would expect at least, like Kobe Bryant, one of my idols, right? He talks about this. He says if he stayed up late or whatever, he's got his butt in the gym, waking up at 3 a.m., 5 a.m. and practicing like normal 3 hours before the fight, or before his game and stuff like that, because he says people are spending their hard-earned money to see me and see the Lakers play. So what do I look like disappointing them? And it's sad because Ryan Garcia seems like he has some real life vices. And it looks like to me, he has some yes men around him that are just allowing this, and they're here for the show. If Ryan get cooked by Devin Haney, his career is going to be in deep trouble. His career is going to be in deep trouble because he better win, or at least hold, at the very least, if he lose in a competitive fight. If the fight is not competitive, Ryan's career is definitely hurt. He said a lot. He talked a lot of trash, said he's going to knock Devin Haney out. The fans are going to expect you to live up to that. And if he doesn't, and if he goes out there and it's one-sided or anything like that, I think Ryan Garcia's career is, I can't say on life support, because maybe he could find a way to use social media to get back in the fans' heart, but people are for sure going to be looking at him different. You can't go and do things your own way against conventional wisdom and keep doing it like that and tell everybody else they're wrong. Like, you're completely going against the code. You better make sure it works. Like, for example, if I was a boxing trainer or any boxing trainer, they're not going to instruct you to fight like Roy Jones Jr. because it takes a special individual with keen senses and ability, and sometimes predatory and like a natural instinct, an animal instinct to fight like Roy. Reflexes, and I wasn't grabbing the ropes. I was chicken fighting. Didn't I just say that? He came up, bah, don't do that. You know what I mean? Roy, you wouldn't teach because it's not textbook, but it worked for Roy. So ultimately, I don't really truly care as long as it works. Like David Benavidez, I'm not tripping as much because he don't have no losses. And so far, his potential bad decision making is not stopping his performances. Ryan Garcia, we seen him stop and quit versus Gervonta Davis. And conventional wisdom is like, you got natural skill. Canelo said it. You got some ability. Rock with that. Hone in on that. And whatever money you're making, that could be 10x if you were to beat Devin Haney. Almost all will be forgotten from the Gervonta Davis loss. But it seems to me like Ryan Garcia can't get out of his own way. So Ryan Garcia is out here, and it's almost like he wants to be an influencer like Neon and Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat. And for a person who already has this kind of aura and stipulation that is the case, he doesn't do a good job of dispelling these notions. So I hope he's ready to fight Devin Haney. And I hope all that stuff y'all saying about, oh, he's not drinking, I don't want it to be true, because I don't want to see a talented boxer make poor decisions. And beyond just a boxer, because I'm about boxing. I don't really care as much about individual boxers as opposed to the greater good for the sport. So when like Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev are lining it up to fight in Saudi Arabia for all the belts, that's what I rock with, because that's great for the fans and great exposure for the sport of boxing. What I don't want to see is a guy who has talent and squanders that talent on stupid stuff like drinking and partying and staying up late and non-boxer life things, and then have the sport look like a clown show. So I really hope Ryan Garcia knows what he's doing. And I'm not going to like say much more beyond that. I hope he knows what he's doing. And I hope his performance is strong enough where it doesn't have boxing looking like a clown show, because that's exactly what's going to happen if he go out there and get dominated and get whooped. All this stuff. Like, people are saying, hey, man, just focus. And he like, nah, there's nothing wrong with drinking in camp. Ryan said this. You guys are making excuses and try to cop pleas with Boxing Ego, saying Ego's wrong. Ryan Garcia said he doesn't see a problem with a fighter drinking in camp. He told you that. He wrote that pact and told you this. And when I make the video, like, hey, it appears like Ryan allegedly, as he likes to say, it looks like he's allegedly drinking. Y'all are questioning me and my integrity. That's never gonna fly.
Come on now. Yeah, whatever. Come on, keep bringing all those bad comments. I want them all. $45 million at 25. Keep hating. Haney gonna get destroyed. Haney gonna get destroyed. Destroyed. Guaranteed. Haney gonna get destroyed. He gonna get destroyed. Guaranteed.